Hi guys, it's Michelle from Bead and Wire Beading. Thank you for joining me for part 2 of our Chunky Charm tutorial. I wanted to show you a chunky charm that I'm working on. It's not yet completed, but I wanted to show you a different option on how you can put these together. For this one, I cut 3 different lengths of chain and I added them onto my clasp. So once I fill all these links of chain up with different dangles, it will be nice and chunky. So that is one way you can put your chunky charms together for your purse charm, your bag charm, or whatever you want to use them with. So this one, like I said, is not completed yet. I still have some more dangles to add to this one. There's a lot of bald spots, as I would say. So once this one's done, I will show you guys what it looks like. But it's coming along. Sometimes I take a break from these and then I come back and finish them. But this one's coming along quite nicely. So for the one that we've done our tutorial on is just a 1 chain purse dangle. And I have added my little, I don't know what you call it, my little bling to it. And I've also went ahead and added my focal bead. I was going to use this bead for the bottom, but after I looked through my stash, I found this one, and I thought this one was really cool, and it was a little bit bigger than this one, so I thought that would look a lot better. So we'll see. I also went ahead and started adding some smaller dangles to the top. I will show you how I attach those in just a moment. So that's where I'm at so far. Let me get this in the camera. So we have a lot to do. Just to let you know, on each of these links of the chain, I always put 2 dangles on each link. So we're going to put 2 on this link, 2 on this link, 2, 2, 2, and so on. So that way it'll be all full and chunky. So the tools for this part of the tutorial, you're going to need some chain nose pliers. I have a couple different sets. This one is the Wolf Tools. These are chain nose pliers. I have a little bit, these smaller ones, these are like a bent nose plier. These will come in handy once we get all this nice and full, and I have to get in there and do some fine detail work. These will help a lot with that. I also have some bigger bent nose pliers. If you're handy with those, you can use those. And then I have some really cheapy chain nose pliers, and these are pretty good. I really like these. The other thing you can use to put all these dangles on is a jump ring. I don't know if that's the correct name for it, but anyway, it has different size openings here around the ring, and you can slide this on your finger, and as you go around you can take a jump ring and you can open it with this, and it goes a lot quicker instead of having to pick up 2 different tools in order to open your jump rings and to close them. So I'll show you a little bit more in just a moment. So for the jump rings, I'm going to use, I have this multi-pack of different color jump rings. I think these are all about 5 millimeter. And since I told you I'm a silver type of girl, I'm going to use the silver. I'm not going to use the bright silver, which is here. I'm going to use just the regular silver. So you're going to need quite a few jump rings. So I have been busy. I've been doing a lot of the dangles. However, I know I'm going to need a lot more, but I wanted to go ahead and come on and show you guys how to start putting this together. and then I'll make more dangles later and we'll do the last video and show you. So here are my dangles that I've been working on. I've got some large ones, and then I kind of got some pink in there, some lavender, some purple. Then I've got some medium size. You kind of want all different sizes because you want to start big and then reduce down to medium and then small. And then I have, of course, I have the small ones here. So like I said, I know I'm going to need a lot more than what I have made already, but I was just too darn excited to get on and show you guys how to start putting this together. So once again, if you have your banana holder, that will come in handy right now to hang your piece of work onto the hook, and that way you can work around it without laying it down flat. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to just take some of the jump rings out of the container. I'm going to put my ring on and pick up some pliers. Pick up one of the jump rings. I'm going to hold it on one side. I'm going to find the size onto my little ring. And I think this size will be good. And then I'm going to twist these open. You never want to open these just straight across from each other. You want to twist it, one towards you and one away from you. So we're going to open it up just like this. And I'm going to find one of my little dangles that I made. Let's go ahead and use this one. I'm going to put it onto the jump ring. And I'm just going to find a spot to put this. Now sometimes I will have to go back and rearrange some of these, and then we close it using our ring and we do the opposite. So towards us and away from us. So, and then you just kind of wiggle it a little bit and it'll kind of fall into place. If you feel like they're not shut all the way, you can always squeeze them just a little bit so they touch. Okay. So when you first start, it kind of looks a little lumpy. It looks a little abnormal, but once you start filling in, it's all going to come together. So let's go ahead and do another. Take my jump ring, find the opening, use my little ring tool, open it up, and I think I'll use this one and slide it on. And what I like to do, like I said, is put 2 dangles on each link. That kind of fills it up, and it kind of makes it look more even. And then we'll close. So these look kind of funny when they're hanging here just all by themselves, but like I said, once you start filling it in, it's gonna look a lot better. And if you, after you do fill it in and you still don't like the way it hangs, you can always redo it. You can take them off and start again and add different ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and find a larger one. We're gonna add this one. I don't want to do 2 pinks together, so I'm going to just move up a couple. And of course I'll fill all this in as I go. So I kind of skip around a lot. Sometimes it just is easier for me to skip around and then I fill in as I go. Your creativity will guide you however you would want your purse dangle or your chunky charm to look. That is how you're going to attach your dangles. So I'm going to keep going. Let's take another jump ring. Let's open it up. And if you make a lot of these chunky charms, you might want to invest a couple bucks into one of these little jump ring rings. They come in so handy. Otherwise, it would take so much time for me to open my jump ring, take another set of pliers, open the jump ring, add my dangle, and then we're going to add it to our piece. And then take 2 pliers and close our jump ring. So that takes extra time. So if you have one of these little tools, it's the greatest thing. It's so awesome. So let's go ahead and do another. So I hope you guys watched part 1 where I showed you how I made my dangles. That is especially important for this type of work. You definitely need to make the dangles. You need to make enough so you'll be able to fill this in. And if you do like me, I jump around, I skip around, I like to add some here and there. So like, oops, for example, I went up top on this one instead of the bottom. But I don't know, I like to just skip around. I think I get a little bored if I'm working in the same area for too long. So I just think it's a little bit more challenging if I do it my way. But you guys can do it any way you prefer. You just keep adding and adding and adding until you get to the chunky, as chunky as you want. So for this chain, it's like a Rolo chain. So I don't know, maybe once I get started a little bit more and add more dangles to this, we're going to see if I need to add 3 dangles on each link. So I'm just not sure yet. So I want to go ahead and also talk briefly about the next giveaway. What I'm going to do is once I complete this purse dangle, I am going to give it away. So in order to be eligible for the giveaway of the Chunky Purse Charm, you need to be subscribed, which I know a lot of you are. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please, please, please do so. My goal is to get to 200 subscribers. So right now I think I have like 70 something. So I want to get to 200, and once we get to 200 subscribers, I will draw a name and they will win this beautiful chunky charm that is handmade with love by me. So good luck for everyone, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off, and I'm going to keep working on my purse charm, my purse chunky charm. I'm going to make more of my dangles, and the next time you see this, it should be almost completed. So my next video will be part 3, and it'll be the last video for this tutorial, and you'll see the finished product, and then we're going to give you the timeline on the giveaway. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I really, really appreciate it. And please tell your friends and your family to subscribe if they're interested in beading or jewelry making. I definitely appreciate all the subscribers, all the comments. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to comment below and I will get back to you. I thank you guys so much for watching, and have a blessed day, and I'll see you for part 3.